Web Application Pentesting. Advanced Web Application Pentesting is an in-depth approach to testing the security of web applications with the aim of identifying and mitigating potential vulnerabilities. It goes beyond basic vulnerability scanning and includes manual testing techniques to discover complex security flaws that automated tools might miss. Here are some key topics in Advanced Web Application Pentesting, along with examples. Manual source code review. This involves reviewing the application's source code for security vulnerabilities. By analyzing the code directly, pen testers can identify issues that might not be apparent through other testing methods. For example, they may find instances of unsafe direct object references or missing input validation. Example: during a manual code review, a pen tester discovers that the application lacks proper input validation on a user registration form. This oversight allows an attacker to inject malicious code through the form, leading to potential SQL injection attacks. Authentication and Authorization testing. This topic involves evaluating the strength of the application's authentication and authorization mechanisms. Pen testers aim to uncover flaws that could allow unauthorized access to sensitive data or functionality. Example: a web application allows users to upload images, but insufficient authorization checks enable an attacker to access other users' uploaded images by tampering with the URL parameters. Session management testing. Pen testers assess the effectiveness of the application's session handling mechanisms, ensuring that session tokens are secure and properly managed to prevent session hijacking or fixation attacks. Example: during session management testing, a pen tester discovers that the application does not regenerate session tokens upon successful login. This flaw allows attackers to steal a user's session and gain unauthorized access to the user's account. Cross-site scripting, XSS, testing. This involves attempting to inject malicious scripts into the web application, which are then executed in the context of other users' browsers, potentially leading to data theft or session hijacking. Example: a pen tester finds a non-persistent XSS vulnerability in a search functionality. By injecting a malicious script into the search input, the attacker can execute arbitrary code on the victim's browser when they perform a search. Cross-site request forgery, CSRF, testing. Pen testers check for CSRF vulnerabilities that could allow attackers to perform unauthorized actions on behalf of authenticated users. Example: during CSRF testing, a pen tester identifies that the application lacks CSRF tokens, making it vulnerable to attackers forcing authenticated users to perform actions they didn't intend, such as changing their account settings. SQL injection, SQL, testing. Pen testers try to exploit vulnerabilities that allow attackers to manipulate SQL queries to access, modify, or delete sensitive data from the application's database. Example: a web application's login form is vulnerable to SQL injection. By inserting specially crafted SQL code into the username or password field, an attacker can bypass authentication and gain unauthorized access. File inclusion testing. This involves identifying file inclusion vulnerabilities that enable attackers to read sensitive files or execute malicious code on the server. Example: a web application allows users to specify a file they want to view. However, insufficient input validation allows an attacker to traverse directories and access system files, leading to sensitive information exposure. Business logic testing. Pen testers focus on evaluating the application's business logic to identify flaws that could allow unauthorized access, data manipulation, or privilege escalation. Example: in an e-commerce application, a pen tester discovers that changing a product's price on the client side is not validated on the server side, allowing users to purchase items at manipulated prices. API testing. This involves examining the security of application programming interfaces, APIs, that the web application uses. Example: a pen tester finds that an API used by a mobile app lacks proper authentication and allows unauthenticated users to access sensitive user data. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.